Hi everyone. So it is I, Lukey's Witch here. I am doing a fun talk to video today, meaning we're going to talk about the Poetic Edda and how adorable my dog can be some days when he's not trying to knock over the barrier or harass the cats. Mostly we're going to talk about the Edda. The Edda is a book of stories of the Nordic gods and heroes. There are other Nordic books out there with tales of the gods, tales of adventures they went through, tales of tragedies, fun stuff. I'm currently waiting for a couple of those to come in. And I will tell you their titles when they come in. Well, one of them is an if because it's been back ordered. This specific one, the Eddas, are translated and edited with instructions by Jason Crossford. I got this for Christmas from my mom. Yes, I say Christmas because they celebrate it still. And they still get me gifts, even though they know it's for you or for me, but they get me gifts. I wait till 25th to open them because I respect their beliefs. And if it's for a certain day, I will wait till that day because I love my mama. But this was one of the ones that she told me to pick out for myself. And she was not surprised that I chose mostly books. In fact, she called me a nerd, which is fine. The person who edited and put this stuff out, Jason Crossford, is an instructor of Nordic studies and cultures of the Nordic programs, the University of Colorado in Boulder. That's where I give the man respect because he actually studies this stuff, which is great. It is approximately 366 pages long. And that's with the notes of who is who and their names, because it also has a name glossary in the back. Yeah, there's a lot of information in here. From 353 to the last page are all just on names. The rest is stories and tales and whatnot of the gods. As you can tell, yes, I've been reading the book. I have barely touched upon it. Why? Because I've kind of been busy with my actual job. I'm still working. Would I recommend this book for people starting out? Yes, because it does give you some information and some tales. It gives you what was written down for tales, not passed down by voice. These were the written down tales, which is kind of nice to have. Not all cultures wrote down things. Most of them we only know by statues or hieroglyphs, or even just people we find in bogs. There's some cultures out there that have been lost that we know nothing about. So there's probably thousands of other belief systems out there that we know nothing about. So never trash somebody else's beliefs. But with the Poetic Edda, it is like that, written in poetry-wise. So stop and realize that the numbers are there for a reason. Because it's Poetic Edda. Poems, stories. Not all poems flow together. Just saying. There's so much in here, like Thor says. It could be played out like a drama on stage. Baldrs' dream. That just happens to be the one page I open up to. No comment. Once all of the gods meet for a conference. All of the goddesses meet for a conference. And all the mighty gods talk about why Balder is having bad dreams. Yes, they literally talked about his dreams. Odin stood up, that father of gods, and he saddled his horse, Sleipnir. Then he rode down to Hel, to Sol, the dogs of Hel. The dogs had a bloody cask and blanket for a long time. Embarked for a long time. As Odin passed, Odin rode on till the stones of the road rattled till he's come at the high house of Hel. Then Odin rode east to the doors to Hel, and thus he found the grave of the witch, and then the battle god spoke a spell, till her corpse was forced to rise and speak. Who is the man unknown to me, who has brought me back to my lonesome life? I was buried in snow, pelted by rain, drowned in dew. I was dead for a long time. Odin said, I am the road dreamer, the son of Capelturna. Tell me news from Hel. I tell you news from above. Who've arrived are the beaches dried of your sorrow, so from why are the floors all covered in gold? The witch said, the meat is burned of Baldr's arrival. The shields are placed over fresh brew are supposed. I was forced to speak. Now return me to silence. Odin says, do not go, silent witch. I want to ask you more. Tell I understand everything, and I know to know more, and I want to know more. Who will be the killer of my son Balder? Who will steal the life of Odin's son? The witch said, Halter will bear a long spear that will kill him. He will kill your son Balder. He will steal the life of Odin's son. I was forced to speak. Now I return to silence. Don't go silent, witch, Odin said. I want to ask more. Till I understand everything, I want to know more. Who will avenge Halter's crime? Who will put Baldur's killer to his final prey? And the witch said, Hel to the west road will give birth to a son Vala. He will avenge Balder when he is only 1 night old. He will either comb his hair nor wash his hands till he puts Baldur's killer to his final pyre. I was forced to speak. Now I return silent. Don't go silent, witch. I want to ask more. Till I understand everything. I want to know more. Who is the woman who weeps so in longing, who throws her necklace upon the sky? And the witch said, You are not Road Turner, like I thought you were. No, you are Odin, the age of God. Odin said, You are near a witch. nor a wise woman know you are the mother of 3 monsters. And the witch says, "Ride home, Odin. Feel triumphant for now. But you will come for a second visit when Loki breaks free of his chains and Ragnarok comes to end everything." That is just one story. Yes, I had fun doing the voices. But another thing that you will find in these Eddas is that they have a little thing above them. Like for Baldr's Dream. Baldr's Dream does not appear in the Codex Relict manuscript, but it does appear in the manuscript AM 748142 alongside several poems on the that do occur on the Poetic registers, such as, I cannot say those words. It is also clearly linked to the Poetic Edda by its form and contents, as the Valapont Odin awakens the dead, and asks for some information. In the case, that means that the worrisome dream that Baldur is having is about his own death. Yes. It gives more information about the thing before you read it. And like I said, there's more books to get that have the stuff. A lot of these stories are just a collection from just other books and tales written down. And yes, I'm going to stumble when I'm reading this out loud to you guys. Yes, I'm going to have some issues. But I'm going to have fun doing this because I'm going to enjoy reading to you guys. Because I need to get better at it. Okay, it was actually linked to 2 other stories as well. But Baldr's Dream goes into... Basically, it talks about the fact that Baldur saw his own death at the hands of someone he sees like a brother. And in the end, they originally did not suspect Loki, but he still got punished for it because he did kind of trick him into throwing the spear. But Baldur should have been boasting about not being able to get hurt, so it's kind of his own damn fault. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. But if you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Audible to just listen to. It's a good read. It's a good buy. It's a good thing to have for a Nordic pagan, so you can reflect on the old stories and the old tales and enjoy it. And I will probably be reading more stories from here. So, yay, stay tuned for that. And I guess Baldr's Dream will open my series of the Poetic Edda. Blessed be, and stay tuned for more.